Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals, how you doing? Well, I started out today just fancying making a dangle for the spine of our journal. I don't know why, but that's what I felt like doing. So that is what I am going to do first. So I kind of want to stick with the sort of old world look for the external. So I've got some old coins here, maybe some not so old coins, but coins that are not Australian coins, so I can't use them and I can't exchange them. So a lot of them I have drilled a little hole in, and I will use them as a part of the spine dangle. I'm very shortly going to get out my pre-made sort of bits and pieces box and have a search through there and see if I can find something that I can attach these to and make it a bit special for this journal. There are some loose beads in this box, but most of the little compartments are taken up with various dangles that are in sort of various stages of completion. I wasn't really sure what I was looking for, but I wanted something specific, if that makes any sense at all. What I ended up finding was a dangle that was made up of a lot of rings, a big chunky piece of chain, and some actual like rings that you would put on your finger, as well as just like, I don't know, rings. Just pieces of broken jewelry, basically. But yeah, it had a lot of actual finger rings on it, and I kind of liked that for this journal for some reason. So yes, I have pulled that out, and I'm going to attach the coins to that, and I will choose part of the dangle to be the part it hangs from, and we will jazz it up a bit and we will have ourselves basically an instant dangle. Gotta like that. Okay, well, the next few minutes is just me attaching coins to this piece of partially constructed dangle with jump rings. So I will cut a fair bit of that out. But as you can see, that's basically what it's going to look like. I am going to pull out a little gold bulldog clip, and I will use that to attach it to the spine so it's removable. That's... I'm not going to put all of these coins on it. I will put a few aside maybe to make dangles for pages, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'll show you what it looks like on the spine before we move on to something else. Okay, well that's that fun little activity out of the way. Let's move on to the biggest job of putting together a journal. This is the bit that, although it's not, terribly difficult, I look forward to the least, I must admit. It's time to sew our signatures to the spine. We've got a hidden spine here, so I can do that out of the book, thankfully, but yeah, it's a big job, and you've seen me do it plenty of times, but because this is a make it from the beginning to the end journal, I will show you at least some of these going in, so just in case you haven't seen some of my other videos, or anybody else's who's ever sewn a signature in, but I will show you at least one, maybe more. Anyway, it is time to get on with this journal building. This is the biggest change that you will see making your journal, I think, when it goes from just a cover and a heap of papers to an actual book. So, what I'm going to do, I've got a piece of lever arch folder here. I've cut it to size. Luckily it was pretty much sized to begin with. I'm just going to cover it with this piece of fabric so that it is much more attractive to look at when you peer through the signatures at your spine. And then we'll get to measuring up and punching holes in things and put it together. I am just putting a very thin smear of glue here just to hold these two pieces of fabric together and keep everything nice and taut and neat. So yes, once we've done that, we will make ourselves a template and start thinking about putting holes in everything. I am just going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You could do more. You could do whatever you like, really, but that is the way I would like to do it for this journal. This is just a piece of old cookbook that was in my scrap drawer. It was probably destined to be used as collage, and it will still be used as a piece of collage. When I finish poking holes in it and drawing lines in it, I will put it back in my scrap drawer. Now it's time to have one last look through our signatures. This is our last opportunity to move things around. And the pages are pretty much in the signatures where I want them now, but I am going to do a bit of rearranging. I like to put smaller pages at the front in sort of a waterfall sort of fashion, I guess, so that you can see a little bit of the pages that are coming next, sort of poking out here and there. It's not a hard and fast rule. I do leave some smaller pages on the inside, but I do like to have that sort of waterfall effect so that you can see some of the other pages behind the ones at the front. So I just think it looks nice. So I will do that for each signature and punch the holes in each one, and we will then get on with binding them all together. Right, to sew in my signatures this time, I will be using this really sturdy cord. It's very thin, but it's very, very strong. I'm not sure what it is, but it's the right colour. So that was my criteria. It needs to be strong and the right colour. So yeah, it will go with my book cover. So that is what I'm going to use. Now, I either start at the back or the front signature, obviously. It doesn't really matter which one, it depends on the day. And I like to sew from the back of the spine through my signatures so that the knots are at the back, hidden inside the spine. I don't want them inside the book. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to do a simple three-hole pamphlet stitch and yeah, get all these signatures in, and that will be it for today, I think. Tomorrow we will put our signature block into our book, but for now let's concentrate on getting them sewn to the spine. I do have to be a little bit careful with this cord. It does have a tendency to kink where it goes back through the spine. yeah, that can cause your signatures to come a bit loose. They obviously won't ever fall out, but it can cause the binding to come a bit loose if that kink sort of rectifies itself at some time, and yeah, just gives it a bit more room to move. And you really don't want your signatures moving. It's not a big deal if they do move around a little, but yeah, you prefer to have your signatures nice and tight and sturdy. It's supposed to be a book at the end of the day. If I wanted my signatures or my pages flopping around, I'd just put them in a lever arch folder and be done with it. So yeah, always check that your thread has come all the way through and hasn't kinked up behind your signature, in between the signature and the spine somewhere, because yeah, it can cause a few issues. It's not the end of the world. You obviously want to find it before you completely construct your book, else it's very difficult to fix. But yeah, there's always a way around everything in the end of the day. We can fix it. We're junk journalers. But better to not have the problem in the first place. And there we have it, guys. Our signature block is all together. It's wonderful. I'm so glad that job's done. And this is what it looks like inside the cover, which is brilliant. There's lots of room still to add pockets and tucks and embellishments and lots of goodies. Now that we have her all together, I am just going to pop a little bit of cheesecloth down the spine. It's been coffee dyed, and I like to do this when I have finished binding in my journal. It just gives it a little header and footer for the spine and keeps everything secure, because it puts a layer of glue and then fabric over the sewing that you have done, so nothing is ever coming undone. There we go. That is always my finishing touch to my signature block before it gets married up with my book cover. So yeah, that's tomorrow's job. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you again next time. Thanks for being here today guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.